How's everybody doing today? Thanks for joining the channel and spending some time with me to review this menu number 17 from a 2022 case. This is from case B, menu number 17, pork sausage patty maple flavored. This, you either love it or you hate it, and honestly I think more people love it than hate it, and I don't understand why they're discontinuing this menu, especially when we have so few breakfast entrees in our case A and B. So let's get into it. This is, like always, an AmeriQual packed MRE, so it will be double bagged. If you're not sure how to read MREs, there is a date code with a 4-digit number right here. It is called a Julian date code. 2262. So the second, third, and fourth digit is the number of days in that year, and the first digit is the end of the date code of the year. So this is a 2022 produced MRE on the 262nd day, 2262. All right. Unfortunately, these are going away, and it is being replaced with buffalo chicken. I believe it is the 2025-2026 production cases, so they will start filtering out into the community soon. So if you like this menu, start stockpiling them because they will be history. All right, we have a peelable seal right here. Usually peel it right where the point is if this is your first time. Kind of roll that edge on that point until you see the seal break, and then usually you can get your fingers in there and just give it a nice pull and it opens up. Don't try to open from the bottom because the bottom is heat sealed. You will not be able to tear it open. There we go. We got our bag set up, and like I said, this is an AmeriQual, so it is double bagged. Sapaco and Warnick do not double bag, but moving forward, they're starting to come in the new style MRE pouches, kind of like this. It's a bag like this, but then it has this type of heavy polyvinyl in the front showing the menu. So you'll see it like that, and then on the back, it'll be the clear. So if you like these bags, which they're great to kind of reuse, save them because these will also be a thing of history shortly. Our first item, we have hash brown potatoes with bacon, peppers, and onions. The hash browns potatoes with bacon, peppers, and onions is a 5-ounce main. It's 160 calories, 7 grams of protein, 18 grams of carbs. Maple flavored sausage patty. That is 2.6 ounces. I feel like they could have made that a little bigger. 2.6 ounces or 74 grams. That's 240 calories. We have 2 grams of carbs, 10 grams of protein. What also is disappointing is, if you never had this menu, this Mountain House granola, it's dehydrated granola with milk and blueberries. 260 calories, 1 pouch is 57 grams or 2 ounces. We have 7 grams of protein, 39 grams of carbs, Yeah, this is actually a treat. I love these pouches. The granola is so good, and it's a shame that this is also going away. And this is a true breakfast menu because look at this. We have coffee, we have creamer, we have our sugar, salt, gum. This is a full accessory packet. We have everything in this. And we have a maple muffin top. 280 calories. This is 2.2 ounces or 62 grams. We have 3 grams of protein and 33 grams of carbs. Another great item. MRE smoked almonds. I don't know why they have to put MRE on it. You already know it's in an MRE, and it is smoked almonds. So really, like, I don't understand that. The military designation on titling is really unique, but sometimes it just doesn't make sense. This is 19 grams or 0.67 ounces, 110 calories, 4 grams of protein, and 4 grams of carbs. We have a grape beverage powder, no fruit juice. One packet is 24 grams. It has 90 calories. We have 0 grams of protein, 23 grams of carbs. Yep. And if you ever pay attention to these, when you see the maltodextrin in here, it's usually a higher calorie count. These are the minimal calories of 90 grams. This is your fill line. So when you fill this up, crease the bag, and you can see it from the inside. That is a viewer tip, and he's going to get a shout out when we fill this up. We have our MRE spoon. We have table syrup, 1 ounce, 28 grams. Thank you for your service. I love those little messages on our packets of food for our troops to just remind them, thank you for your service. And this one is 80 calories. We have 20 grams of carbs and protein 0. We have our flameless ration heater, and we have our hot beverage bag. That's everything. I'm going to get this plated up, and we'll be back shortly. Stand by. All right, we are set up, and look at this spread. This is a super proper breakfast. We got our granola dehydrated with milk and blueberries. We got our MRE smoked almonds. We have our maple muffin top. We have our table syrup. We have our maple flavored pork sausage patty with our hash browns, potatoes, with bacon, peppers, and onions. That's looking pretty ridiculous. And we have 2 drinks. We have our grape isotonic, and we have our coffee. I mean, what else can you ask for? This is what I'm talking about. And of course, because this actually makes sense, they're going to cancel it. I don't know. All right, let's open our accessory packet. I also grabbed a little Tabasco. Open our accessory package. We have coffee. We have our moist towelette. We have our sugar-free sweetener. We have our Bill's Brew. We have our regular sugar. We have a packet of salt. We have our Chiclets cinnamon flavored chewing gum. And we have our toilet paper. That is everything in this. Get our toilet paper ready. I usually like grabbing a corner, giving it a couple slaps, and now we're set up here. And I'm going to actually use this spoon from a Swedish 24-hour. I am loving this spoon. This spoon is absolutely ridiculous. All right, so let's start off with our granola. We have an oxygen absorber in there, so do not eat that. We're going to pour that right into our little bowl. We're going to get our coffee ready. I'm using warm water for all of this. I took the liberty of boiling the main, the muffin, the hash browns. Yeah, just to warm them up. I mean, why not, right? We have a breakfast menu here. Let's have a warm breakfast. Our creamer. Now you could throw this in there, but there's already milk powder in there, so we're not going to do that. And we're going to use our regular sugar. All right, and we're going to add about 6 ounces of water. We're not going to make this too watery. We're going to do the same with this. Maybe about 4 ounces. Give this a little stir. Let that start marinating, rehydrating, macerating, whatever else you want to throw in there. We don't need that guy because we're not going to use him. Clean off our spoon here. Give our coffee a little stir, and that's looking really good already. I suspect the reason they eliminated this menu, they say it's because soldiers are complaining about the pork patty, but I think this guy, I think this is costing them a little too much than they would like to spend on one menu, because this is a Mountain House product, and I think that's what's creating this this issue. They wanna be even cheaper than they are. Let's get our drink ready here. I'm gonna move this slightly up, and if I haven't said it already or you haven't heard it, this is your fill line. Crease the bag right at the fill line. Give it a little pinch and a fold over. And when you open the bag, you will be able to see that from the inside. And that tip was from Lance 9848. Thanks, buddy. Always think of you when I see that. Yep, I can see it right from inside the bag. I really appreciate viewer feedback, and if you give me a tip that makes sense, and sometimes these tips are so simple, you say to yourself, why didn't I think of that? I mean, the amount of MREs some of us go through, it seems like a no-brainer, but yet we never think of these things. So thank you, Lance. Really appreciate your feedback, bud. I'm going to place that in there. Bring this back over here. I'm going to let that drink hydrate a little bit. We have our almonds. And these are not the hot almonds. These are smoked. There's a jalapeno almonds, and they can be a little spicy. Let's give one of those a try. Yep, that's good. Love those almonds. Now the maple muffin top I also did warm up. And you know me, I love warming the bed products up. And look at that. Ah, That maple flavor coming off that is just absolutely divine. All right, we got our coffee set up. We got our drink set up. We got our almonds plated. We got our maple muffin top. We have our blueberries hydrating. Let's get this guy open. Now these I simmered for about 10 minutes. And towards the end, about the last 3 to 4 minutes, I threw this on the very top of the water. This guy right here. I don't know how they can say they don't like that. Look at that. And we're going to put the whole thing in there with the juices. That smell that comes off that. How could that offend anyone? I don't understand it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this up into little bite-sized pieces. And then we're going to mix our potatoes, onions, peppers, and bacon into that. And we're going to make a nice breakfast. Now, trust me, this is not the way you should do it. You do it however you want it. If you want to enjoy these pieces by themselves, be my guest. But I think these go all so well with each other that if you haven't experienced them all mixed together, give it a try. Or mix them on a spoon if you don't want to commit. Okay, and now this guy. Look at that. And that water heated that up really nice. We're just going to pour that on there like that. And that looks really good. Look at the green peppers, bacon. That is looking really good. We got a little pepper here right on the edge, and I want that guy. There we go. And we have our maple muffin top right there, which I'm going to also do something a little crazy with. I've never had it with the syrup all over it, but we're going to. We're going to cut this up like a little pancake, make it into little bites, and then we're going to just drench the syrup on it. This is going to be like a diabetic special right here. All right. Table syrup. I think out of all the MREs that we have, I think this MRE works the best because every single component complements and matches the next component. And why they would actually remove this, I mean, I get it. If we had a little, if the breakfast menu crowd in the MRE case was overflowing and it just made sense, listen, we gotta eliminate one of these because it's just not working. We got too many of these. Something has to go. But this is like one of the only proper, real breakfast menus in that MRE. And you're going to replace it with buffalo chicken? I mean, don't get me wrong. I like buffalo chicken. I hope it comes out the way it sounds. But to replace one of these legacy menus for something that might not be a hit, I think, and you know once it's gone, it won't come back. So it's not like you'll get a second chance. I'm going to put some Tabasco on there. Oh, that is looking fabulous. All right. Our beverage. I told you you're going to have a big smile, Lance. Definitely going to give you your shout outs. And let's see how this comes out. Yeah, I never really got how the blue is supposed to be grape. I mean, really? You couldn't have done a little better with purple instead of blue, but whatever. Let's enjoy this. Let's try this blue grape. Not that sweet. Got a good taste to it. Let's give the coffee a try. It's been a while since we've seen a coffee in one of our menus. Ah, that is absolutely perfect. All right, our granola. We used warm water instead of cold. Cold water is absolutely fabulous too. I mean, don't get me wrong, but since we already had hot water here and this is like our breakfast theme, why not? Such a quality main meal. Really is. Such a quality component. I don't see how they could be pulling this. We won't probably see this again because they won't throw it in with the buffalo chicken. It just won't work. So these are great. If they actually sold these in these actual packages, I would buy these, because these you could actually eat so easily in the field, at work. I can't stop eating this. This spoon makes it so easy to finish this whole bowl in like 4 or 5 bites. Yeah, we're finishing this whole thing. It's been a while since I had this menu and I forgot how good this is. And that's it. It's gone. That was absolutely amazing. Let's clean off our spoon. I'm telling you, if they actually had a case of these and I could buy 12 of these menus in a box, I would, because this is absolutely a shame that these are being discontinued. That maple muffin top with that table syrup, that is amazing. All right, let's try our sausage patty with our onions and potatoes and bacon. That too, that just works. We got some nice pieces of potatoes here. We got some green peppers. I see some nice onions in there. The juices from that patty go so well with this. It's like an all-day breakfast menu. I could eat this all day. This really is such a great menu. And all of the components work well with each other. They just make sense when you mix them. Pork sausage patty actually has a nice little like sausage kick to it. It's a little spicy, but not hot. And it just goes so well with the potatoes. I don't understand how troops can say that they don't like how this tastes. I would be willing to throw out a couple menus in either case A or B just to keep this one in there. And the first one probably would be beef ravioli. I mean, I don't mind it. It's pretty good, but it's not over the top to replace something like this. What's your opinion? What menu out of either case A or B would you be willing to sacrifice? And you can't do the pizzas because the pizzas are a staple. While I don't enjoy the pizzas, I think they have to stay. But I'm kind of partial on that. I would maybe be able to sacrifice the pizzas because I don't think many people really eat them. This is such an outstanding menu in the field because you can easily warm this up in the FRH and have a really comforting breakfast. And what's not to like about this? You're getting 2 beverages. You're getting an oatmeal. You're getting a maple muffin top with syrup, which you could probably put the syrup on this and it would complement it just as well. You got your potatoes, your onions, your green peppers, and there's really nothing off-putting about the texture, the taste. I mean, they really, really do work well with each other. And I'm actually blowing through this. Let's have a nice sip of our coffee. It's been a while since we had a cup. I absolutely love that they give you another beverage. It's either or, not this one. They actually gave you 2 proper beverages, and I don't think the protein shakes qualify as a beverage. I think those are more of like a meal. That is actually so savory with the table syrup, and then you get like the crystallized sugar that's on the top of the maple muffin, and they both complement each other. I mean, that is really savory. All right, I'm starting to get really full. It's a lot of food. This menu was really easy to get down. All the components worked well with each other. The pork sausage patty, maple flavored with the, drawing a blank here. So we had our pork sausage patty with our hash browns with potatoes, bacon, peppers, and onions. We had our smoked almonds, which are good. Our grape. I'm looking at the color and thinking blueberry. Our grape drink that it's blue. Always a treat. Not too crazy about how much dye is in it, but we all know why that is. Coffee was outstanding. The Mountain House oatmeal, always a pleasure. I have quite a few of these menus because I have quite a few cases in my stockpile, and I am so happy that I have several of these waiting for me to get through because they're just awesome. Let me know what you thought about this menu. Do you like how I set this up? The maple muffin top with the table syrup on top of it, that was absolutely perfect. Well, that's this menu, which is number 17. That was an absolute hit. I'm very sad to see it go. Our next menu in our series is going to be menu number 18. This is the one I was giving a little grief about, that I would rather see this menu than this one. It's okay. Maybe the elbows and tomato sauce I would rather see go because we already got the chili mac. But either way. Menu number 18 in our next review in MRE for newbies. Stay tuned for it. This one's a pretty good menu also. I'm excited to get into this one and show you everything that's in it, how we're going to lay it out, and yeah, we'll get there. Again, thank you to all the viewers, subscribers, commenters. If you threw tips in here and I like it, I'll definitely give you a shout out like Lance9848. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.